3rd of April 2023. This news flash is about this gender confusion that is going on around the world. Well, let's say the Western world. And it is really getting ridiculous, and I cannot understand that ordinary decent people cannot see what is happening to our society. But think about the pestilence. If I told you 5 years ago the government will lock you up in your house for 3 or 6 or 9 months, you would have told me that I'm crazy. And lo and behold, they did it. What is the main role with this gender thing? Those people, those mentally disturbed, confused cretins, are less than 1% of the population. But they dominate the news, they dominate everything. Governments are so embroiled in this gender cock that you cannot believe it. Look at that fucking Biden. The gender shit is first on his list. In the meanwhile, the dollar is collapsing in the world. But he doesn't care about that. All he's concerned about is those gender cock. The world is... I don't think the ordinary citizens really understand what the hell is happening to their lives. And it's all done by the politicians in direct instructions from the Zionists and the WEF. This gender shit has got zero viability, but it is just another tool with which they are dividing the population. Same thing they did with the BLM kak, same thing they did with the pestilence. Everything is just there to keep the communities divided and in conflict, while they carry on with their satanic plans. Listen to this. Competitive cyclist urges women to speak out after biological male wins the NYC race against females. Competitive cyclist Holly Levasseur expressed her fears that female athletes are being pushed out of women's sport. Let that sink in. Female athletes are being pushed out of women's sport. And then we get this ridiculous shit. US Army tells female soldiers to accept having naked men in their showers. The US Army is instructing its female soldiers to accept having men in their shower and changing areas who are transitioning but still have their male genitalia, according to training documents that have been released. What the fuck is that? If I was a woman soldier, I would have been unstoppable and using my training and my weapons for what it was designed for, to destroy the enemy. Look at what this military idiot's doing to the female members of the military. I cannot understand this. I've said it earlier today on Twitter. Decent, normal women are going to miss the days when good, strong men were willing and able to protect them. The feminists dragged women out from under the protective wings of men, and now they're feeding them to the fucking vultures. Listen to what Matt Walsh is saying. I came to the conclusion years ago that the trans movement is the greatest evil our country faces. I only become more and more sure of this fact with each passing day, and more determined to oppose it until my last breath. Well, good luck to him. He is fighting a tsunami. And then there's more on this bicycle shit. Women's cycling champion quits after loss to trans rider. A few days later, another trans man wins a race in New York City. Men who call themselves women continue to push biological women off the podium. A former women's cycling champion quit in a rage after losing to a transgender racer. A decision followed by the example of another trans cyclist who said she felt like a superhero after winning a women's race in New York. Cyclocross champion Hannah Arensman backed up her decision with a statement to the Supreme Court. "I have decided to end my cycling career," Arensman said in her last national championship race in late December. She said she finished 4th, surrounded on both sides by male riders who finished 3rd and 5th. "My sister and family sobbed watching a man finish in front of me," she stated. "I feel sorry for the young girls who are learning to compete and grow up at a time when they no longer have a realistic chance of becoming new record holders and champions in cycling. I was deeply outraged, disappointed, ignored and humiliated that the rule makers of women's sport no longer felt it was necessary to protect women's sport to ensure fair competition for women." Tiffany Thomas, 47, wins for the 20th time. What the hell is this? Why are women taking this? Why? Men can't do anything for them anymore. Nothing. So you're on your own, girls. And then you get this fucking cretin idiot from New Zealand. He is the Prime Minister. Listen to this shit. Prime Minister of New Zealand is unable to define what a woman is. Now look at that image. Look at that interpreter's face. The fact of the matter is, I've read another article on this incident. This fucker reckons he couldn't answer the question because they didn't give him the question beforehand. What the hell is that? They don't know what a woman is. Society is doomed. Please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. Thank you for your support.